Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Blathering Live. I think it's episode 243. Thanks to those who listened or watched the Three Things Blathering mini-soda released on Wednesday. We're going to do more of those. Blathering mailbag, not gone. I just need more mail in the bag. So if you got a question for me that you want answered on the YouTube channel, post it in the Patreon page or YouTube channel membership spot. I'll start the show saying right up top, I'm very happy to be here. I look forward to the show. Thursday, big show. We got some science tonight. We're gonna hear the update on why our voices sound different than they actually are in the brain, in the skull, in the noggin. We've got NFL picks. We are gonna rank our favorite Trump sleeps moments because that's a thing. We're gonna talk about the dystopian future in store for all of us. We're gonna take some calls. But I'm stressing I'm happy to be here because it kind of might feel like I'm not. I went to go to the doctor this morning, and I did, and we had a nice session. My blood work's good, all right? To my utter surprise, my blood sugar levels, he's like, these are great. He's like, well, for 3 dinners last week, I had Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops combined, but okay. Steady on. Everything's good. Triglycerides, if you need to know, triglycerides, a little high. Could be red meat. Could be the ice cream, but my mom doesn't eat any of that, and her triglycerides are a little high too. So it could just be genetics. But in the middle of that, big, tall, 6'8" nurse comes in, and he's like, "Hey, he didn't sound like that. But he's like, hey, you're due for your flu shot and your hepatitis B first round. It's a 3-round shot thing. Do you want to take it?" I was like, "Yeah." And I have been sleepy ever since. I've taken a nap today. I cannot get through the fog. I don't feel chills, aches, any of that stuff. I'm feeling good. And I got a show tonight. I got to go host a show, and then I got to go to a birthday party tonight. It's one of those nights, which is why I'm glad producer Steve is here. Because if I start falling asleep like President Trump, you're here. You're here to Rubio it. And I'm glad for that.
Happy Thursday, Ken. And to Rubio it will just be, I will just shower you with praise basically until your board gets too hot that it falls off or your alarm goes off and you wake up and have to go. You're just whatever it is that we can, happen to get you to wake up. I'll take calls. People will call in. We'll just tell you how great you are. We'll have a lot of fun with it. It'll be great.
And I'll just, do you know your triglyceride level, Steve, in your blood?
I thought triglyceride was the stuff that's in Gatorade.
Well, might be electrolytes, which I'm on my 3rd of these. I am pissed and purple at this point because, flushing out everything here. Hydrate. Yeah, I don't know. Check. You're getting older. You're getting older, Steve. You're going to start getting those blood tests that have additional results you hadn't dealt with when you were younger. It's fun. Laser Bolt knows.
I had my yearly physical earlier this year, and I had blood work. It was all good. We're good. Okay. We're good to go. Solid so far. So yeah.
How many times a month would you say you have cereal for dinner?
For dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say I have had cereal for dinner in the last 2 weeks. So
okay.
It's happened. But usually it's if the family is scattered and out and it's like I'm on my own kind of a thing. It's just like me, the dog, and an infant. It's like, all right, I'm gonna have cereal, you're gonna have dog food, you're gonna have a bottle. We can all this is easy, right?
Don't mess it up. Yeah. No, okay, that's good. That's fair. Because you got a family. And you're right. There's a lot of other routines in place, and eventually you'll get to the point where with your kids where you're like, guess what? Mom's gone for the weekend. Cereal for dinner. Yay, Dad. It's gonna be great.
You talked about mixing cereals at the start. Like you had Fruit Loops and Lucky Charms. Did I hear that right?
Yes, but as I said it out loud, I'm kind of lying about that. It is just Fruit Loops with marshmallows. So I said Lucky Charms because it was on my brain, but it was at the outlet store I go to, which meant that it's not a popular item, and like we've got a ton of it for cheap. So I bought like 2 giant size, family size boxes. And it's so good though. Those little tasty, little sugary marshmallows and the Fruit Loops. It's been a fun ride.
This just made me think of like you put me onto a thing of like what mixing cereals. Like, is this an unlocked idea? Like Cocoa Puffs and Reese's Puffs, put them together, you just have extra chocolatey Reese's Puffs.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like there's combos here that I think we could Cocoa Puffs in Pops. I don't know. Like what there's opportunity here.
This is a great idea because I love cereal. I don't have it enough because I don't want my blood sugar to shoot the roof. I think Cocoa Puffs and Cookie Crisp would go together good.
Oh, yeah.
I would put forth Honey Smacks and Honey Nut Cheerios. You can even go regular Cheerios. I think that would work for me. Too much is it doesn't work for you. Okay, it doesn't work for you.
No, I'm thinking to shape the they don't fit together part wise. You know what I mean? I'm thinking geometry between Smacks.
You're not thinking
and Cheerios. Yeah.
But I think the Smacks could find their way into a Cheerio hole.
That's the thing. You think
that's I think it's a good thing.
I don't.
Yeah,
see
I think.
Yeah.
I think that's good. You got then every time the Honey Smack does it, I could sing. You got to pay the troll toll if you want to get inside that boy's hole,
into that Cheerios hole.
You can never say it. Goddamn sunny. Goddamn, it's always sunny. Yeah. Okay. I like this. All three. In fact, all right. That's our. You call in tonight. You have to answer. That's your first. Well, no matter what you're calling in about tonight, we'll take calls, of course. That's the Dan Patrick question of the day.
Okay. Yeah. What two cereals are you mixing together and why?
Yeah. Or if you haven't, what would you try?
Right.
We will have some calls in a second here. We also got science. We talked about it on a previous show, and Dr. Addie has the answers as to why our voice, we hear it differently inside this old noggin. She's got the science on that as well. A couple things up top before we get to calls. Look, every year now there's this morality battle around Spotify, and everyone's sharing their Spotify Wrapped. I can't share mine even if I'm morally quandared on it, but I use it. And I'm also on it. I release music on there. I release comedy on there. I am also paid 0.003 cents. So yeah, I'm not happy with them, but I run my radio show on it. So my Spotify Wrapped is pointless. It's weird songs and things that come through. But Steve, the Spotify age thing, I will admit, is fascinating. Because mine was almost correct to the month. Seen a lot of people sharing that I'm 72 because I listened to music from the early 40s or something. Like, what do you do? Also, what are you doing? Listen to music from the early 40s. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
you got fucking Chaperone and Lady Gaga and Wet Leg and all these cool bands to listen to. And you're out there like, I'm listening to the standards. Get out of here.
I'm not a like you said, we know my relationship with music, but so a lot of the stuff I listen to is again a very mixed bag. My Spotify age went under, so they by quite a fair bit actually, by a little bit of an alarming amount.
Okay, what was it? I mean, you're in your 30s, Steve. What are you, 14?
Yeah, I'm in my mid 30s. No, it wasn't 14. Christ, no. But my Spotify thinks I'm 26 and like way cooler than I actually.
Oh, that's good though. That's good. Mine was like, hey, were you a rock DJ in the 90s? You were, asshole? Okay. You're 49 and a half. Like it was perfect. It was perfect. Yeah. It was like, yeah, how many times have you listened to Space Hog this year? Yeah. And I'm kidding. Brady's like, are you calling me out? Disney goes, yeah, of course. I love all that stuff too. You don't think I love Sinatra? You don't think I love Sinatra? I'm
not like listening to Sinatra like when I'm working out or like on the walk with the dog or like when I don't know. I'm also not one of those people that just like puts on Spotify for like different. I associate it with like some kind of a task, and most tasks just aren't Sinatra mood type things is all.
Yeah. I listen to it. I don't listen to it when I go. I only listen to it for my radio show. I think that's the only reason or when I'm in the kitchen cooking. Right. But that's not the time. The other time I'm using Apple Music. Now, YouTube did a year-end wrap-up, too, that was pretty fascinating, too. It nailed my music more accurately than Spotify because it's more accurate on YouTube. And that one I was young, hip, and cool, Steve, I'll have you know. That one was like Chaperone, Last Dinner Party, Lady Gaga, Haim, and then it was like also You Like Sophie B. Hawkins' 1992 hit, Damn, I Wish I Was Your Lover. And I was like, yeah, that's what I listened to on YouTube this year. Fascinating. But all right. So also people can call them with their age today, and no judgment.
Yeah, I want to tell us your Spotify age.
And no
I didn't even see music as part of my YouTube thing.
Yeah,
that's how little music I listen to.
Oh yeah, I just Yeah, that's my favorite thing to do is put on like if I'm playing Madden, I'll either put on like This Is History or a podcast or Alex and Molly Star Wars Explained, or I'll just play music, concerts, videos. Oh, it's the best. It's the best. And yeah, share your Spotify age tonight. And no judgment. And I like I said, I don't like Spotify. They're running ice ads. All this, I get it. But the fact that a lot of you are running to your Apple phone to go on Meta to post wagging fingers at people using Spotify, like we're in a confusing fucking time. But we got it. We got it. I think some people, Steve, some people post the Spotify Wrapped unaware of everything around it. And I understand. I have a little frustration with that. But it's goddamn music. It's all we got. This is all we got now. It's all we got.
Yeah. I think you gotta, especially in today's day and age with the whole mountain of shit all the time, you gotta pick your spots. You know, pick your hills to die on to an extent. I don't know if at the given moment if Spotify is, for me at least, if it is for you, if you're an artist or something, I totally get it. But I don't. Yeah. I totally understand it though. I get it. We can all.
No, and the pay is horrendous, and their CEO made a lot of money, and my buddy Eric Bass and Shinedown, they're this massive hard rock band, and he's like, we call that money, the Spotify money, the change you can put in that tiny pocket in your jeans. Like that's that band. That band is getting it. And I'm not even getting any money from it anymore. We used to, Moonagers would get we might get like $12 or something. They changed it so. You basically, unless you get 1,000 streams on a song within a calendar year, you don't get paid. So now we don't get paid. So check out the Moon Ages. We released a new song this week. Also on the docket here, before we get to the Trump sleeps thing and phone calls, we got calls from Brennan, we got calls from Chris, Dr. Addy, also queued up for science. You were telling me about the horrible thing the CEO of Kalshi was saying, and I'm gonna be honest, I thought that was a health cereal.
It does sound like a cereal that you get like on the first or second row down there, or like one of the ones that comes in like the dog food bags. But no, so this is the guy that is him and his co-CEO or co-founder are doing are hitting like a huge press tour right now. And he said in at a summit that there was he was being interviewed on stage. He says the long-term vision is to financialize everything and create a tradable asset out of any difference in opinion. So Kalshi is imagine taking like DraftKings and FanDuel and then mixing it with the stock market. That's what Kalshi is. Okay. It's not necessarily gambling because it's called predictive analysis. It's predictive market buyings, all sorts of stuff like that. So they use all sorts of different ways to get around the fact that it's not gambling. But yeah, that was one of the scariest things I've ever heard someone say on a stage, just like out in the open, as far as like, we're going to just openly and shitify literally everything. And I'm a gambler. Like, and
and it's always like tech bros at tech conferences saying the weirdest Bond villainy like stuff. And I was trying to catch up with this because I was aware of this in passing. Here's, I don't know if I have it shared on screen here. This thing we were talking, a prediction market in theory is a reflection of the wisdom of crowds. If a contract allows you to purchase a contract for a given outcome for 66 cents, the market thinks there's a 66% chance of that outcome being correct. What the fuck does that even mean, Steve?
We're not supposed to know, Ken. We're just supposed to give them the money and then hope that it happens, and then they blame us when we don't win or something. Again, this is gambling with extra steps.
Oh my gosh! Now, for you, even you as a degenerate, what do we?
Yeah, like I bet on marbles during COVID. Okay, like I'm well aware of the problem that I have. This is bad. Like this is it's just icky. Like we don't need to monetize everything. It is the frustration of watching a CEO of this kind of company, again, stand in front of the tech bros and say something that we don't really need, that seems completely wrong, and there's just seemingly no way to stop it at their level. You can stop it on the lower levels. And that's why, like I said, if someone doesn't want to use Spotify, I actually understand and support it. If someone doesn't want to use Apple, I shop at Target. Like, I get all that. I'm not saying don't do that stuff. I think that is effective. We're seeing it with Target. I get that stuff. But like, you're sitting back going, this is bleak. As Tully says, this timeline is bleak.
and they're just you kind of all right, and it's scary. And I don't know if it's just I don't know if it's just these times where people like this in 1898. You hear they're trying to make aeroplanes. We're trying to conquer the skies. They just did you hear that? Like, it doesn't seem.
No, the town crier was like in the market with a bucket and a bell, just like, hey, over here if you think the king's gonna lose his head, or over here if you don't, like,
Yeah.
they were absolutely taking wagers in the streets for shit like that. The problem was they didn't have mass communication and indoctrination and advertising to kids, and the fact that this, like, a lot of times you hear this stuff, you hear it as like tech speak, like in a press release or like some stupid like marketing thing. This guy is just like chilling on stage with his legs crossed, like, with his hand, just like, yeah, we're just gonna monetize every difference in opinion. You know what I mean? Like, that was the scariest part about it to me. It was just like, how are you saying that with a straight face and not understanding like what you're saying?
If Bond villainy, Bond.
Villainy. It is. It was
Bond
like low key, like that. But it's like all the people who you're not supposed to actually like the Bond villain. Damn it! Like, oh, you crazy tech bros. Like, no, there's a reason why the old British lady gets a spy to shoot him at the end. Like, this isn't.
It is an old British lady mostly. Is it? Yes. That's what she goes. As Brady says, money. Yeah. Money. Lazy Bolt's got to go. Thanks, Lazy Bolt. He's going to go watch the Lions. The Lions are playing right now. They need it. It's Thursday. I forgot there was football tonight. Oh, man. I didn't even set my fantasy team.
You know what?
I don't know who's on it.
You won your Super Bowl last week, Ken. Your fantasy team won its Super Bowl last week by getting over the hump and getting that first win of the season.
I'll tell you what, that unexpected.
You're not going to go winless.
That unexpected nap was, it knocked me for a loop. All right, we got some calls. Brennan's queued up here. We'll take a call from Brennan. If you want to call in the show, become a YouTube channel member or Patreon supporter at patreon.com/Ken Napzok. Special shout out to Mandalorian Jedi. Really recently upped her Patreon support. Jonas Berggren and so many others there. And a couple here getting merch. I saw some merch notifications go out. You get the exclusive shirt over there on the merch level. It's a Blathering Live shirt. But Steve, we got something that is, I'll say, not necessarily new, which is a president falling asleep at the desk of duty. When I grew up, now, I don't know if you remember, Steve, there was a president called Ronald Reagan. I don't know if you ever heard of that guy, Ronald Reagan.
Familiar.
Well, maybe, yes, no?
Familiar. Yeah.
Okay, familiar. And growing up, actually into the 90s is when I first started hearing from like teachers that he fell asleep all the time, and I just couldn't imagine that, right? Like the commander in chief, the president, and he just falls asleep. Well, Nancy, we gotta, and that Nancy Reagan was running things. This is the same thing, but it's happening like live on TV. Like, it's not like some whispered thoughts from historians. Well, it turns out Lyndon Baines Johnson shit with the door open. Like, all that shit we know now. But like, this is happening, and it's crazy. So one of the things we're going to do today, Steve, is we're going to rank some recent Trump sleep moments.
I'm so excited for this. Yeah, whether it's tanks rolling by or sitting in a conference room with people complimenting to his face, this dude can fall asleep this dude is like a parent's dream, honestly. Like, I wish my babies could fall asleep as easily as Trump does, like sitting in a well-lit room, people talking, like, oh my God, that's a dream.
It's like the only time you want your kids to grow up and be like Trump. That's the only time.
Right. Yeah, I got to get my kid in the car seat and drive him around the block sometimes to get him to fall asleep. You know what I mean? Like, geez.
You got to do that?
Yeah.
Just I haven't listened to the Blathering.
I was like that.
Most people fall asleep. All right, so I'm just going to bring this up. I didn't have time to format them. I apologize. So we got this one.
It's so much better without the formatting, honestly.
Yeah. No, you can just
So I believe this is the Saudi summit. So this is one of the ones where, I mean, imagine falling asleep while you're in the middle of like whatever, like a $200 million, hundreds of millions of dollar deal or whatever it is. We're giving them fighter jets, some shit. You got the big that flag behind him. That thing doesn't have a wrinkle on it, by the way. That thing is like iron.
It's a good flag.
That is, yeah. Anyway, it looks like a candy cane pole or something. But
okay.
This is a sleep at the table kind of. No one's talking to immediately. This is very much asleep though. Like I think a lot of times, a lot of people will say, "Oh, he's an old guy, so he kind of does the thing where he, like, droops his face down. He just looks like he's asleep, but he's just kind of like looking down or whatever."
Yeah,
this is like damn near REM sleep.
Yeah, was this okay? So this is I'm gonna label these. This is the Saudi one.
I think this is the Saudi summit. Yeah.
Okay. All right, the Saudi summit. All right, then we got this one here. Now's the time to say good night. This was a situation room. What is that? War room? Which one is this one?
This is not the Resolute desk, I don't think. I don't know where this one is without the article in front of me, but
okay. I'll call this leather chair.
We'll call this leather chair because this is what I look like, when I'm falling asleep to like my wife watching Grey's Anatomy. You know what I mean? Like this is This is the hand on the chin. This is
This is me every time Grace and I would watch ghost shows at the end of the day. I just lean back on the couch and then do that thing like 20 minutes in. You're like, hey, where are they? Like the whole show had just gone by. I feel it. Okay.
Clunky has a great question though. What does he dream about? Do you think? You think he still dreams?
Man. Yeah. It's kind of like when I look at my dog and I'm like, what are you dreaming about? He's just like, food, outside. I get to go for a walk, like something like that. All right. This one doesn't necessarily
count.
This doesn't count as sleep, but we'll call this the med emergency one. This doesn't necessarily count as sleep, but it is kind of a sleepy moment. It's a moment frozen in time. And I know this is a still shot.
Yeah.
Okay. But this to me is his second term. When the history books are written, hopefully there's some more pages that we get to enjoy, but you know what I mean by that. But this is the cover of his the second term book.
Yeah, this is excuse me, this is the Bible upside down shot of the second term for sure.
Yeah.
At least between the tie that is way too long and it goes past his pant zipper. His hand, like he looks bored as hell while somebody is like quite literally dying next to him, possibly.
That's so true.
Is that Stephen Miller with a look of concern on his face? Like this picture is going to be studied. In history.
No, I don't think it was Stephen Miller, was it? I don't know.
Is the bald guy? No, I can't.
You're right though on the tie
because
Donald's got a lot of vanity, obviously, and I get that.
Right.
And we all have a little vanity. We all should. But this is, and he used to be a good tie wearer. Like I've confessed, back in the early 2000s, I bought Trump ties. I liked his bold power color. I can't deny it. I had like 10 of them, different times. I have since burned them. But this is a comically bad tie here. Like not the tie itself, but you're right. It is 4 inches below his waist. For anyone who doesn't know, a tie needs to rest just on the top of the belt buckle, covering it maybe just a little bit. Anything beyond that is a traveling salesman from 1957 who's like, I gotta get my sales. Like, this is ridiculous. He looks ridiculous.
He also looks like he just woke up. Like, he looks like he was sitting in the chair sleeping when this dude hit the floor, and then that's what woke him up. So he stood up, and he's like, I don't know what else to do here. The press is taking pictures, so I'm just going to stand here and stare while they're taking pictures. Yeah, this is.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
And then the dude just holding his feet up.
Yeah. All right, we'll call this one Gold Wall with their like IKEA bought gold little ornament in the back there.
Yeah, the thing they got from the Home Depot. Yeah.
Now I admit that this could just be a split-second shot, but. When there's smoke, there's a fire, and we've got a forest fire of evidence of this man sleeping and falling. He's dozing.
Yeah,
he's going in and out.
This might not be REM, but this is proof that we have a progression of the whole thing, right? Like this is the dozing off stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is not. I'm sorry, this is not a lawn blink, folks. The droopiness of the face frowning. I know he usually frowns anyway, but it's almost a relaxed frown, like because he looks so pissed off all the time, his face is almost kind of just like naturally looking like that now. This is someone counting sheep.
Dishwalla counting blue cars. All right, and this one was we'll call this the Energy Summit. He's in a goddamn meeting. Like this is like
Yeah.
And he's drifting. And was this the one with Rubio talking to? Who's next? Is someone next to him talking?
That one's. I think the next one is the Rubio one. Hopefully, because I think we have at least one more.
I don't have one more.
No,
I'll try to. You talk. I'll go into Discord.
Okay. There. Maybe not.
No, you don't. Yeah, I only got 5.
I think maybe the one I'm thinking. Maybe the Rubio one. No, because there was one from like yesterday where he was like half asleep. I'll see if I can find it. But this one from the Energy Summit, this is another one where they said, oh, he was kind of like, just looking around, his eyes were closed. But this is one of several shots from this specific press conference where he looks exactly like this. So even if he wasn't falling asleep, this is again counting sheep at the very least. He's getting
blue. Ranger Donald says, why are his lips the same color as his skin? Because he's dying. Because he's dying. He looks like a baby refusing to eat. Is this true, Steve? Can you confirm? Can you confirm?
No, usually the sleepy one. Yes. The sleepy one. Yes. Here, I just sent you the last picture. One from like a day ago.
Okay. This is great. This is a murderer's roll of dicks on this shot. I'll get it here. Live producing, folks. The magic. I mean, I still feel sleepy for that flu shot. Oh man, I feel so toasty. I feel toasty and roasty. I got to go host a comedy show for 2 hours. 2 goddamn hours. I think this is it. All right, so this is our final one here. We're going to have 6 here, and then we're going to ask the audience to rank these. Yeah, that's me in church, man. That's me trying to figure it out. That's me trying to or did I ever tell the story? Have you ever heard that? It's part of Josh McCougan and I's lore of us going to a corporate meeting in New York with Collider, and Josh and I both fell asleep and started snoring so loud they had to wake us, and we wouldn't wake, and we were both like, and the CEO of the company was speaking. You're like Ellis and Thad Williams are trying to wake us up. Oh my god, it's great. Anyways, okay.
The best part about that last one though is that Rubio and Hegseth both have the look on their face like this motherfucker really is asleep right next to us, isn't he? Rubio is just like this asshole really is asleep.
All right, I'm gonna call that one Grandpa Z. All right, so quickly, audience, if you're still with us here, we got Saudi, we got the Saudi sleep, we got leather chair sleep. We got medical emergency sleep. We got gold wall. Grandpa Z. Oh wait, what is it? Oh, this is Energy Summit.
This is the Energy Summit.
And then Grandpa Z. All right, so rank. Let's. Steve's gonna help me put them in order. 1 through 6, but arrange them. So if that makes sense. I fucked that up. I fucked that up.
I'm working on it. I think I can do it. I
want to see what our top. My votes are.
So we got Saudi, gold, meds, energy, couch.
All right, I got my order.
Grandpa.
Yeah, I got my order.
And I'm going to put that in the chat right now.
Rich.
This is the order of appearance, and I'll put a number next to all of them.
There you go. Okay. Rich is right. Assume. I don't know why YouTube has switched things over to weird usernames and everything. It's been very frustrating. I don't know if it's something I've done. Same thing over at Force Center. It drives.
It's not. I don't think it's a you thing. This is just more of Google just deciding they're going to change the way things.
All right. So there you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So if anyone wants to put them in order, I'm going to submit my order as 6. I'm going to go. Gosh, sorry everybody. 6. Then I'm going to go 1. Then I'm going to go 2. Then I go 4. Then I go 5. And then I'm going to med emergency. I will say I don't think he's actually sleeping. I think he's just sundowning in front of us there in the midst of a medical emergency.
I included that picture because I felt it was too historically important not to know. And because I do think there's a legitimate chance that he may have been asleep in the 5 minutes leading up to that based on how he looks there. And just the fact that he's just standing there while someone is dying behind him. He couldn't even fake caring and looking around and trying. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Sean says final one has a weekend of Bernie's vibe. It really does. It really does. Absolutely right, Sean. Alan Smithy likes 4 and 5. So we got quite a list here. So what's your order, Steve? What's your order?
I'll count down to my number 1 being the best of the 6.
Okay. Okay.
So at number 6, I'm gonna go like you. I'm also gonna go meds at number 6. The
Okay.
medical emergency. Yeah.
So you're working your way up. Got it.
Yeah, we're working our way up, right? And then next, I'm gonna go energy summit. Just because if I'm gonna give credit to this, if I'm gonna give this benefit of the doubt to this guy for literally anything, it's maybe this is a blank and not him being asleep.
Right. I agree with that.
After that, I'm gonna go gold. After that, I think I'm gold again. He looks a little more forward than you would think. And after that, we're gonna go Saudi as my number 3.
Okay.
Saudi, yeah, there's number 3. Again, part of that because he's definitely asleep, but also just imagining all the cameras and the people off camera here. They're it's the Hegs and the Rubio thing without actually seeing them.
Yeah.
And then number 2, we're gonna go couch. The leather couch. This one, he's out like a light.
Look, he looks comfortable. I got to tell him. I'll give him the benefit of that. He looks comfortable.
I mean, that's what you look like when you're sleeping on a plane. You know, like he is out. and number 1 is Grandpa.
Oh yeah, Grandpa's Z.
This is
with his twiddly and tweedledum next to him, just trying to like pretend. They have to pretend that this doesn't actually happen.
That little tea glass that's right there in front of him.
All right, that's our list. There you go. Votes are in. We made the list. A lot of fun. Too bad the, state of the world wasn't in the hands of this man.
Like, who does the nuclear codes? Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, and then make some clarification that we are not the only ones. David McKay cheated on us and was watching another stream, and it happened to them too. I see David McKay. I see him around. Every once in a while, I'll pop into Michelle Boyd's streams, and I see Channel 19 there. I'm on to you. All right, let's take some calls. You want to take some calls?
Let's do it.
Hold on.
How about some calls?
Sounded like a gardener was here. It was really weird. Maybe there's a plane. All right. On the show, return to the show, calling back in is our buddy Brennan Marr. Brennan Marr, I know maybe you're not a big cereal for dinner guy, but if you could combine 2 cereals for dinner, what would it be?
Well, I've never combined cereals, but Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Golden Grahams.
Ooh, actually, I really like that. I think Alan Smithy is the one who put that in the chat. Alan, good answer. Yeah, I think I like that idea. Golden Grahams.
I'm trying to Golden Grahams texture on Golden Grahams.
Crunch.
Those like smacks like. What am I thinking?
No, they're little squares, ridged squares, and similar cinnamon toast crunch. So they pair nicely shape-wise to alleviate your concerns, Steve.
Right. Yeah.
But I think the flavors would come together.
One of our favorite desserts is to take Golden Grahams and basically make indoor s'mores with them.
That's good, Brent. That's a great answer.
It's real good. If the other one visit, we'll make some.
Yeah. No. Can you bring some to Olive Garden? Just make some and bring some into Olive Garden.
No, I got a better Italian restaurant over here than that.
Okay. All right. What about Outback? You like Outback more than Olive Garden.
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right, Brendan. Question. You got the floor. What's your question?
Well, I just want to say how much I enjoyed the favorite Force Awakens moment episode yesterday.
Over on Force Center. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
I cannot believe it's been 10 years. That's insane.
I got to be honest with you. I'm having a struggle with that 10-year thing. It's not just that it's a blink of the eye. It's just such a wonderfully different time, and I mean that in a good way. I'm struggling emotionally with Force Awakens being 10 years old, Steve. I don't know what's going on.
I remember seeing it. I remember sitting in the theater.
Yep.
And I'm really glad that Joseph mentioned that one of my favorite moments, which is the moment when Rey slides down that hill.
Yeah.
And you first hear Rey's theme is magic.
Absolutely love that. Absolutely.
And I remember watching that going, I think they did it. I think they've done it, that moment.
Love it. Well, make sure you call in tomorrow on Force Center. We're going live at 2 for your favorite moments.
Well, I've got a few, but
I want to hear
one
that.
in particular, I'm glad that Joseph mentioned it because...
Yeah, great. Love it. No,
I think that JJ understood making that scene very quiet.
Sure.
So that John Williams' music could really shine there.
You got to give that music a chance to shine. Yeah, it's
and
a visual story.
Like those bills.
Okay.
Those bills that they use.
Yeah. Oh, I love those. I love Ray's theme's one of my favorites.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, I absolutely love it. No, I'm glad you enjoyed that episode, Brennan. It was really fun for Joseph and I to do that one. As always, we say, we'll go for about 30 minutes, and we went for 90 minutes or so. So a lot of fun. But please, are you going to call in tomorrow for Force Center's episode?
We'll see.
Okay. All right, Brennan. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you highlighting that and giving us a great cereal idea.
Indeed.
All right. Brett Amar checking in there, talking a little Star Wars. There was some good Apple Jacks and Captain Crunch, Rice Krispie and Apple Jack. Mr. McClunky, this is a controversial pick. I don't know if Apple Jacks and Captain Crunch can go together. I don't know if Apple Jacks might not go. I love Apple Jacks. It might be my favorite cereal these days. I don't know what it can go with.
Throw it in with some Fruit Loops.
Yeah, but that's almost too similar. That's you know what I mean. That's almost too similar. It's like you're like adding.
What are we making rules for?
I don't know. You're like adding one Skittle to a pack of M&Ms. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. That's diabolical. Are you kidding me?
Ranger Donald says bran flakes and grape nuts. And don't worry, everybody. I'm going to time Ranger Donald out, and he's going to be paid for the channel. Addie says, true, it's been 6 years since the first COVID case. Absolutely bonkers.
So hold on.
Yeah.
So you're saying no to Cocoa Puffs and Reese's Puffs?
No, I love those two things. I love Cocoa Puffs.
Well,
I love Reese's Puffs. But it's chocolate peanut butter kind of vibes, but it's almost
just the chocolate version of the fruity stuff.
Yeah, I know, but you're pitching things that are, I don't know. It's a fine line, man. I don't know. It's a fine line. The Golden Grahams and Cinnamon Toast Crunch just seems like complementary flavors, where Cocoa Puffs and Reese's Puffs might compete for my attention.
Okay, it is just a chocolatier version of a Reese's Puff, really, when you think about it.
Now, I love Apple Jacks.
Chocolatier milk.
I love Apple Jacks here. We're getting to the real important stuff. Forget the president falling asleep. Tully Quinn says Apple Jacks always taste stale to me. I love Apple Jacks, but I actually think Tully's really correct. I think he's correct. And for whatever reason, I'm drawn to that stale flavor.
Apple Jacks have like probably one of the shortest sweet spots in cereal, where it's like they need a good 15, 20 seconds of being submerged in milk to like get the dry cereal taste away.
Yeah.
But then if they're sitting there for like a minute and a half, it's soggy as shit. So you need to eat Apple Jack. You got to wait 20 seconds and then you eat your Apple Jacks really fast.
I have learned that you cannot, cereal for dinner does not go well with Fortnite. It's better for Madden. Because Fortnite, you got to, either you're like, or you just kind of wait. And Apple Jacks, my Apple Jacks to get soggy. Cornflakes and Raisin Bran and that Kellogg strawberry one, says Brady. I don't think Brady's ever eaten cereal before. I don't think
that just sounds like all this. They already do that, Brady. That's just called Kellogg's and Raisin Bran. That's just what it is. He's like, great. We should add milk to it. It'd be crazy.
We take a call from Chris here. Ranger Dell says Frankenberry, Boo Berry, and Count Chocula. Just put all of them in there. Brady's not offended. Wait, what? Brady. All we're saying is cornflakes and Raisin Bran. That is Raisin Bran, and that Kellogg strawberry one. Yeah,
that's cornflakes and the Kellogg strawberry one. That's like saying Fruity Pebbles and the colored circle one. Yeah. Or no, Fruit Loops and the colored circle one. It's like,
was that some novel from the mid-90s that got turned into a movie?
You're thinking of Flintstones.
Yeah. Okay. Rich says Apple Jacks and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I could see that. There's a little cinnamony taste in Apple Jacks. Anyways, on the phone is the one and only Chris, the greatest librarian in LA County. Chris, thanks for calling in. What's on your mind, my friend?
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you guys?
We're good.
Good. So cereal combination, back to my albatross type 1 diabetes. I like to mix. So regular Cheerios are good, pretty low sugar.
Yep.
But mix in just a little touch of Cheerios, pretty killer. So it's not too sweet, but you get a little bit of sweet.
On my end, you cut out right when you unveiled the second cereal. What was the second cereal?
Oh, sorry. The second cereal would be Honey Nut Cheerios. So it's mostly regular Cheerios, but just a touch of the Honey Nut Cheerios.
Because if you have an entire bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios, you may die.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So you just do a touch of it. Okay. So I think normally I'd say, I don't know, that's too similar of a combo. But for your survival, this is a you get to touch heaven, but not live there. And I love
what
that.
it is. Yeah, fly too close to the sun. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. That's a good idea. I mean, I mean, classic Cheerios still work for me. I drizzle so much honey on it. My doctor should be concerned. Chris, question for you though, as someone who is suffering from type 1 diabetes, and you hear a absolute just pig face like me gets told by his doctor, blood sugar looks great, and he uses that thing where the tone goes up, like blood sugar looks great. How much do you hate me right now?
I don't. I could never hate Ken Napzok. Please get out of here.
But
get out of here with that.
The other day, over the course of 2 days, I ate 6 of those little Debbie Christmas tree cakes.
Yeah,
I ate them all. I was like, oh, I could have 1 per day for 6 days. They were gone by the second day.
The only thing I truly miss is donuts. If somebody could make a sugar-free donut that tasted delightful, I would be over the moon. But that's pretty much the only food that I truly miss. So.
Yeah, and I'm sure along the way, like, there's some good vegan donut. The science behind vegan food is drastically improved. But like, someone's probably like, "Ooh, here you go, Chris. Try this low sugar, low fat donut," and it's just like mulch. Yeah, it's just
dry.
like sawdust in your mouth. Yeah, that's
exactly. Yes.
You just fry a donut and throw like some Splenda on it or something.
It could work. I don't know. It's beyond my baking capabilities.
There you go. What is your actual question? Sarah, I distracted you with the.
Oh no, you're good. So I was you've of course mentioned your frothy pepper nog. Is that the right terminology for it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I kind of stumbled across an unusual drink combination just this week. So my wife is sick, so she's got whatever's going around, cough, sore throat, all that good stuff. Are you familiar with Airborne? The tablet thing you drop in whatever.
Yep.
So I was enjoying a Diet 7-Up, and I wanted to take an Airborne to stay healthy, and I was like, you know what? Let's toss it in there, see what happens. Ken, if you like fizzy, if you like fizzy, it's amazing.
I'm down for this. I like a good 7. First of all, I like the way Chris said, I was enjoying a Diet 7-Up, and I picture Chris sitting in a big leather-bound chair with a glass, and he just like does one of those sips. It's like wonderful. I think I'd be up for this. I was
imagining my grandfather sitting on a lanai in Fort Myers by a pool that is like covered by like mesh or something. That's what I imagined. But yeah, go ahead.
I'd try this, Chris. 7-Up. Do you feel it has to be Diet 7-Up?
Well, for me, again, back to the diabetes, yes.
Well, yeah, but that's true. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't be able to contrast and compare.
Pay attention,
either would work. So
I paid attention.
Either the lemon lime Airborne doubles it up, and you get the super fizzy lemon lime, or if you get the orange flavor Airborne, then you get a little bit of something different taste there.
I like what you're doing there. Yeah. I like this idea. It's like a 7-Up on steroids.
Yeah, it could. I don't think it's going to turn into like quite like a flaming mo kind of situation where we're mixing cough syrup. And, all that sort of stuff. But it seems pretty harmless for now. I don't know. There might be other doctors and advisors that would advise against this. But in the meantime, it's like I said, if you like fizzy, if you like bubbly drinks, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Does the 7-Up break down the Airborne tablet and remove any of its healing properties? That's that.
Don't know. Yeah.
I'm just a dumb guy at the bar. Yeah.
That would be a great Addy question one of these days. Do those things actually work, Addy? I would love to know that.
I'd love to know that.
I've heard so many mixed things.
But here's the danger. I'd love to know that, but also I don't want to know that because I'm a big user of zinc, and I have not been sick outside of like COVID. I've not been sick for like years, and if it's just my brain believing it, then I want to keep it that way. I don't want to know that scientifically this has no effect on you, but at the same time, I kind of would like to know.
If it works, it works.
We'll let your ignorance continue.
Well, it's like I'm a big believer in the cowboy cure. You get sick, just have some whiskey. And a friend of mine who used to be used to work in a criminal, he was like a criminal scientist for the sheriff's department, whatever the CSI shit. Like she was like, yeah, that doesn't actually. Scientifically, that does not work. And I'm like, don't tell me that. Like, no, it clears up the thing. She says, that's not a thing. Like, so, but anyways, all right. Chris, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
All right, gentlemen, have a good evening. Have a good show tonight, Ken.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, and we're going to take some science right now. I do want to highlight, I did the top show. I have a show tonight. I don't need any of you to attend that one because you probably can. But on December 19th, 7:30 p.m. in the Yoo-Hoo Room, I'll be headlining, and we got a great lineup of comics: Jason Kay, Grace Cosmeyer, Carter Parton Rogers, who is just a spectacular performer, and the one and only Joseph Scrimshaw, and maybe a few surprises there. Come on out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Holiday edition of Napzok's Hot Burbank Nights. Hey, that's me. At Floppers, December 19th. Going to be a big end-of-the-year show. Hope to see a lot of you there. All right. Steve, you ready for some science?
Always ready for science, Ken.
We need like a science theme song.
We need science sounds.
I don't know. Dr. Addy,
I'll put that out for something.
answer the important questions. What cereals are you mixing?
So I'm with Chris. I'm a Cheerios mixer.
Okay.
Not for the health reasons that Chris said, just because
Sure.
it tastes good. I really like the protein strawberry Cheerios with some regular Cheerios.
Okay.
And then I also like mixing pretty much any cereal with Rice Krispies, because the Rice Krispies don't have a lot of flavor, and so they pair well with basically anything else.
Rice Krispies. Yeah. I've forgotten about them. They could be a good base. Yeah. Absolutely.
If you're looking for the snap, crackle, pop.
Mhm.
Yeah. Again,
Mhm.
but with the Rice Krispies, this adds, again, every cereal is a ticking time bomb, right?
Right.
And so it's just, of my opinion, don't get me wrong, I love either a Cocoa Krispies or
Mhm.
a Cocoa Pebbles or a Fruity Pebble. Some of I think that's a great cereal. You
Yeah.
have about 90 seconds to eat it, or the entire mission fails, and you have a bowl of soup.
So
making
here's
flakes.
Here's my controversial cereal thing,
Okay.
Oh God,
Steve.
Addie, I care about you.
Brace for impact.
Oh God.
I let it sit for a couple minutes and then I eat it.
Oh, I don't know about this.
Oh, I thought we lived in a
I
civilized
don't.
society.
Yeah, we're trying to run things here. What's going on?
This is
think
why
I
the
was like,
social contract fails,
like-
Ken, right here.
there's nothing. There's not like I love Raisin Bran, and Ranger Donald points out in chat it has more sugar than kids cereal. It does. But if you don't eat Raisin Bran within 32 seconds, it is exactly as you described. It turns medieval.
Yeah.
It looks like something that you're like, they ate that? Yeah. All right, look, Addie, it's a taste. You're declaring your taste. I'm not gonna judge your taste.
I
would.
would try to describe it further, but as I've sat here thinking about it, it's just it's a clippable, out of context. I like putting it in my mouth and sucking the milk out of it.
You volunteered
Peace
that.
and
I'm
love.
just saying.
Peace and love.
Sorry.
All right. I can't top that, Steve.
Yeah, I don't. I was gonna say something smart ass and snarky, but I'm good.
I'm waiting for Brady to ask what. That's all.
In other news, I don't have Spotify, so I don't have an age.
Okay, it's fair. But
I did get a hilarious award in my YouTube Wrapped.
Oh, what did you get?
It told me that I was most likely to have a something pop culture take while sipping herbal tea.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yes, that was weird. I got something similar to that. Not that exactly, but something about herbal tea was in my YouTube Wrapped. I was like, what's happening? Okay. What do you think your if you were to do a Spotify rap, your music, what era is it? Just T Swift? Would it be like?
Oh, I don't need to pay for Spotify to have it tell me all I did last year was listen to Taylor Swift. Like I can tell you that
You
on
got
a
it.
Tuesday.
You know it. Okay. All right. Yeah.
But
fair.
I am, my students affectionately tell me I'm old because I pay for music on iTunes and just listen to the music I have downloaded on my phone.
I do.
And
yeah,
that makes me
I do
old.
too. Yeah, I do too. I do too. Yeah. But wait
And
till
every
they're-
time-
yeah.
Every time they tell me that, I want to be like, gather round, children. Let me tell you about my Walkman.
I still have my first iPod. It doesn't work much, but yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I love, like I said, I use streaming services. I think they're very convenient. Apple sounds a lot better than Spotify. Both companies are evil, but I don't have time. Yeah, but I feel, Addie, maybe you're helping me solve something. I still use iTunes or the store to buy music and download it. Number one, I want to support the artist more directly. I don't know if that helps or not on Apple, but I feel guilty. I feel guilty if I'm just streaming it on Apple Music. I have to have it.
I just don't like. I want to listen to the music I want to listen to. I don't want to listen to one Taylor Swift song and then artists you think I'm going to like because I like Taylor Swift.
Well, yeah, okay. But if you make a playlist, and yeah, I get you. No, I know, I understand.
Maybe I don't understand how Spotify works. Maybe I'm confusing it with Pandora.
No, it's similar. It hasn't, but I've always been a big champion of the Spotify algorithm. It has helped me discover so many bands that I love. I think it's really good. I will say that. But I also know what you mean, because there's times I've been listening to something on Apple Music streaming, and suddenly I'm like, the fuck is this? And it's so yeah. But yes, no, I'm with you, Addie. If you're old, I'm ancient, because I just bought 2 tracks the other day on the old iTunes store. So I'm there. Steve doesn't listen to music, so he doesn't have this problem.
Yeah, no, I just have I'll just be listening to a podcast, and then all of a sudden, Chris Noam will tell me that I need to get on a plane and self-report myself when I listen to Spotify. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love that commercial too. This is your future if you don't self-deport with our app. Yeah, oh my God. Anyways, here it is, science. Addie, you're going to help us a little more detail. We talked about it last week a little bit, but now we got the detail of why our voices sound different on the outside of our heads.
Yes. So I was right in my guess on Monday, but let's talk about it a little further.
Let's talk.
So are you familiar with bone conduction headphones?
No. But I want
with Bose headphones.
Okay. So Shocks might be one of the most famous brands that makes these headphones. They
I'm gonna look this up.
They sit on like right in front of your ears.
Oh.
And I use them when I'm running because it means I can still hear all of my surroundings, but I get music.
Sure.
And that's very important to make sure that nobody's about to sneak up on me and kill me, and also that I'm not about to get hit by a car.
Yeah. Okay. I've seen these in the wild, Steve. Shocks, SHOKZ, by the way, for those searching at home.
So, and what those are... You are muted, Steve.
I know. I realized that when I saw the big giant red thing on my screen when I started talking. I just have you looking like running around looking like Lobot is now all I'm thinking of. Like, so the headphone, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. So these are headphones that aren't on your ears.
Correct.
Open ear headphones made for every sport. Yes. Swimming, running, workout and fitness. I'll try to get a picture.
So
there, Steve.
they sit in front of your ears, Steve, like in front of your ear.
I can't find an actual picture. Well, there it is.
Finding a picture. Right.
Yeah, there you go.
The hell? Oh, okay. I always thought these just went in your ears.
No,
Tell me I've seen these all my whole time.
You know what, Steve? I always thought,
your ears?
like, why aren't they pushing those all the way in?
Yeah. So I'm
no,
just a
they
moron.
are. So
You
those are
learn you're a little
bone
dumber every
conductance
day.
headphones. They are designed to sit in front of your ears, and
Okay.
they use the same idea as the reason why the voice that I'm hearing while I'm talking to you all right now is not the voice that you all are hearing.
Okay. Does your version have a French accent?
No, but my version I'm seeing a picture of bone conduction headphones is like Kirk Cousins with a man bun.
So right now,
yeah,
you all are hearing my voice entirely through the conduction of sound in the air.
Okay.
So sound waves are traveling through the air through the wires and everything out of your
Right.
headphones and into your ears.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
And that is how you're hearing me. I am hearing me not only through those sound waves traveling to my eardrum, but
Mhm.
also through the conduction waves through my jawbone to my inner ear.
Okay. Good job, Steve.
And that is a slightly different pitch. Air conduction is a higher pitch. Your
Okay.
jaw conduction is a lower pitch. That's why you sound different when you record yourself and you listen to it back, because all you're hearing is the air conduction.
Mm.
Now, I bring up the bone conduction headphones because they are using that jawbone conduction that I talked about to basically like vibrate the music into your brain. This is also the phenomenon that Beethoven used to
Right.
hear his symphonies when he was composing them as he lost his hearing.
Right. Okay.
I am shocked RK Jr. has not banned these as soon as he. This sounds like something he would be like, "No, we can't. We're literally sending waves into your
the
brain.
music straight into your
The
brain.
worm is telling me to stop."
So when those earphones play, Addie.
It's the
Do I-
strangest experience when you first have it.
Okay, but if I'm sitting next to you on the subway, do I hear your music, or is it just going straight into your bones?
It's going straight into my bones.
I don't know. I don't know about this, Steve.
This sounds
can't
weird.
even-
I don't like this.
Like, I can barely hear it
Bring up
when
that
I
picture
turn the headphones on and I'm not wearing them.
Okay, so you're telling me, Addie, we got this picture up of this man bun wearing, soy milk
It's
drinking
like
liberal.
Kirk Cousins with a man bun, doesn't it? It's like a good-looking version of Kirk Cousins with a man bun. I mean, Kirk Cousins is an okay-looking guy, but if he had a stronger chin, a better beard, and a man bun, Kirk Cousins.
Just don't bring up Kirk Cousins' trad wife. Okay, so Addie, on this picture here, I get what you're saying, but what you're telling me is those headphones are making no sound. If I was next to this dweeb on a subway, I wouldn't hear anything, and he would be hearing Taylor Swift.
I'm not going to say you won't hear anything, because when I turn mine on, I can hear like the faintest thing before I put them on. But you're not going to hear it like he was wearing regular headphones next to you and he took one out.
Okay. That would be my fear. That was my fear. Okay. And I can tell he said, this sounds like they would have side effects. Just did the entire catalog of the Gin Blossoms get like sent to your brain and you can't forget it? Like, I don't know, which.
No, because it's not being broadcast to your brain. It's just vibrating your bones.
Just hearing it. The Beethoven thing makes sense.
Vibrating your bones. That just doesn't sound good.
This, like I said, this is how Beethoven composed his symphonies when he was going deaf. He sawed the legs off of his piano so that he could hear he could feel the vibrations in the floor when he would hit the keys.
What have you done, Steve? Okay.
This is also how, depending on, to answer Rich's question,
let me bring it up here. If deaf individuals wear these headphones, could they quote hear them then?
This is the same technology that some hearing aids use. It depends on the type of hearing loss you have.
Okay. Detective McCarsell, who should be studying for a final, says your tiny ear bones. This is all this. I get it. I'm joking, as I always do, Eddie, but I understand what you're explaining. The Beethoven thing is a great way for me to grasp it. I know we're not talking just about the headphones, but now I want a pair just to feel like I just want to feel whatever that guy's feeling.
I wanted to
This
use
dude's not
that as an
listening to Taylor
example.
Swift. This guy is listening to like Tony Robbins or some other like motivational
He's
speaker
listening to Gary
thing,
V, the Gary V podcast. Okay.
I wanted
sorry,
to
Addie.
use that as an example because if anyone has ever worn those headphones before, they're familiar with the phenomenon that is causing your voice to sound different in your head than when you listen to it on a recording. And like I said, I wear those headphones when I run because I can still clearly hear my surroundings, and it's a safety feature.
Safety. Yeah. Steve and I wouldn't know as men. We are not often
you can still
afraid
get
of murder.
Cars.
That's true.
I take it back, Ken. He's less Kirk Cousins and more Bryce Harper.
He is a little Bryce Harper. Ingvia says, I'm partially deaf in one ear, and these work the best for me. Fantastically. I am actually really fascinated by this. More the headphones. They're not a sponsor. We should get a Shocks ad. Yeah, anyways, Addie, continue. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, anyway, like I said, so one of the reasons you perceive that you sound differently is that the air conductance is conducting higher pitches than what is resonating through your bones.
Okay. Giggity. Okay. Are some people, because I don't feel at this point that I am much different, but I also have headphones on a lot and I use my voice as a tool. So it's like I'm less, but I used to be shocked by it. I don't know what that means. I'm just bragging, Steve.
Yeah, I just realized you're not wearing headphones, or you have like.
No, I got.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you don't have cans on. I was like, whoa, holy shit, that just blew
they
my
hurt
mind.
my ears sometimes.
No, yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like once if you use monitors and like hear yourself talking a lot because you're like checking how loud you are, shit, like you just kind of get used to it and get over it.
Okay.
But
all right.
Yeah.
So what does this all mean, Addie?
I think it means that Ethan isn't crazy. He does sound different in his recordings than he perceives. And I think to both of y'all's points, it is something if you spend a lot of time in recording and listening to yourself, you do get used to it.
Right.
But there is an explanation for the phenomenon that we all experience the first time we hear our voices played back to us.
That's the big point. It's not our imagination. It is literally science in action. That's the great point.
In our bones.
In our bones. I want to get some of these earphones. I do. I'm fascinated by this.
I'm telling you, I put them on at a booth at a running expo for the first time in 2018, and it was the strangest experience in my life.
I want, it's like Jeremy Johns one time let me wear his noise canceling headphones in the airplane in the airport, and it like almost knocked me over. It was so weird. Like I was so like, wow, what? Like I couldn't hear anything. Like I went to a new dimension. So I got to imagine there'd be something like that, just something different. I'm fascinated by this.
Addie, do people like jog or walk quickly at a running expo? Like I met, like, what is this like a bunch of like a running expo? Like, is this just like a bunch of, like, I'm sorry, this is just fat. As someone who's worked in a lot of conferences and gone to a million different like conferences with vendors and events and stuff, I'm just a running expo sounds.
Steve has tucked a lot of polo shirts into his business jeans.
The running expo is typically the name they give to the thing where you pick up your bib before a race, and sometimes there's vendors there for you to buy things from.
Oh, okay. I was assuming this was just like some conference thing that you did like in the basement of a hotel where there's a million people walking around. Okay. That's
no, I mean it often is like at the Disney ones. They're in like convention centers because they have to be huge. But
running.
Yeah.
Running.
All right. I'd like to go to a convention. I haven't been to a convention this year.
That makes me think of a science thing for next time, Addie. Sometime put this on your list. The runner's high.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk
endorphins.
about
Endorphins make you happy, and happy people just don't kill their husbands.
Well, let's get into detail on that sometime.
Yeah,
I want to tell me about.
We'll come back to that murder. Dr. Addie, thank you. We got enough.
That was an Elle Woods quote, gentlemen. Go watch Legally Blonde.
I did. You know what? I did see Legally Blonde in the theater, and I haven't. I'll revisit that. I like that film.
Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy, and happy people just don't shoot their husbands.
Keep that in mind, Steve. Thank you, Dr. Addie. All right. Quickly here, because I do have to go host a comedy show. Oh, it's going to be fun over at Flapper's main room tonight. What should I get, fries and sliders, Steve, or just sliders tonight?
Oh, fries. Always get the fries.
I love dipping some fries.
I can't tell you the last time I've had anything burger related without French fries on the side.
I've done it every once in a while, and it feels really incomplete. It feels healthier, but it feels incomplete. Yeah. Sometimes
I give up fries for Lent a lot, and I'll get like a mashed potato or like an onion ring, and I just feel lost at sea.
God doesn't want you to give up fries. God doesn't want you.
It's not about God. It's about my cholesterol for 40 days.
Well, that's fair. I used to just go swing. I'd leave my former girlfriend's house and go to work, and there was a Jack in the Box like right on, and it was like temptation every time. And I wouldn't get the fries, and I would tell myself I was being healthy, but I would get 2 burgers and a large iced tea. Kate's here. Hey, Kate. Potatoes or veggies, good fiber there. It's true. And fries, sliders, and beverage celebrates. Says Totally Quinn. I will. All right. Before we get on out of here, we're gonna take a swing through some sports, and we got NFL picks. Nothing else going on. Baseball off season's going. Some teams aren't starting to sign players, but nothing super big yet.
Yeah.
But the NFL season races on here. Where are we at, Steve? Picks. Let me get my list out here. I am 34 and 31.
34 and 31 on the season. We've got 5 games to look at this week, concluding with your Dolphins.
Okay.
Are you ready for game number 1, Ken?
Game number 1 it is. We got this big one here. Those Bengals going to Buffalo.
Are going to the Bills. The Bills are a 5.5-point favorite. Joe Cool Burrow is back. People are talking about the Bengals being one of those teams that can make a run, but they are 5.5 points underdogs on the road in Buffalo.
They're kind of like my Dolphins, where they're on the graphic, but because
in the hunt.
They're in the hunt. But because of their quarterback, I think they might have a little bit more of a chance. Sorry. Bills are so inconsistent, says Rich T. But here's what I'm gonna go. Bills looked pretty good last week, right? They coming off a win. Sorry, Cincinnati, I can't have you win. I'm going Buffalo here. I'm going Buffalo by 6.
Taking the Bills for the faith, and it's logic, I think, too. The Bills they're favored by 5.5 for a reason. The Bengals look just bad, like when they're not consistent. So.
Yeah. Is it going to be snow in there? It's going to be in Buffalo?
It's Buffalo in December. I mean, the resident scientist says it's going to be cold in Buffalo, so
yeah.
That sounds like it could be a possibility. But the Bengals are like one of those cold averse teams. They're no Dolphins.
Yeah. But it's gonna be cold in Buffalo. Why? Because it's a working class city. All right. I don't know what I got against the city of Buffalo. All right. Then we go into Houston. Houston going to Kansas City. Oh man, this is fascinating. What's
Kansas
the tale
City is a 3.5-point favorite. The Texans are like one of those sneaky hot teams, kind of like they're like the Bears of the AFC in a weird way. They've pulled off some interesting results. I guess kind of the Colts are that too, but the Chiefs are still 3.5-point favorites because everyone is terrified of betting against the Chiefs, even though they are a 500 football team.
Right.
Lost last week on Thanksgiving to the Cowboys, and they're in save their season mode.
Yeah, they are. They are a loss and a Dolphin win away from having the same record as us. Imagine, just think of that. We win this week. We're 6 and 7. They lose. They're 6 and 7. Here's the thing, though. I do like how Houston's playing. I do like the Texans. But I think I am ready to bury Kansas City. With no disrespect to Ethan in our audience. I'm ready to bury Kansas City. However, Steve, I think this is still Patrick Mahomes II and Andy Reid and Travis Kelce. These are still good players and good coaches. Great, even, right? They're gonna have that, you know when the Undertaker would pop up after you thought he was dead in a match. They're gonna have one more of those. They're gonna win. Kansas City's gonna win.
Taking the Chiefs, 3.5 points. That's not that half point. I hope that half point doesn't come to bite you in the ass.
I know. It could. It could be. If it's 20-17, I'm gonna be upset. Okay. Next up.
Next game.
We're going to Baltimore here. Pittsburgh Steel City with their quarterback. I don't like Aaron Rodgers as a human being, but there's some justification for him calling out some of his teammates. Sometimes I'm okay with it. Anyways, Steelers, Ravens. What do we got?
So I don't know if you saw the pictures of not Ben Roethlisberger, of another asshole, of Aaron Rodgers during the game last week. I saw an amazing post on Blue Sky that said Aaron Rodgers looks like he robbed Kevin McAllister's house in Home Alone because he was just beat to shit. He like broke his hand. He had like bruises all over his face. He cut his nose in 2 different places. He just looks old.
Mm-hmm.
It was not a good time for Aaron Rodgers last week. So this is a quintessential matchup in the NFL. Ravens Steelers is always appointment television.
It is.
in football, but both of
Hate
these
each
teams are in a weird spot this year. They hate each other for sure. People were chanting "Fire Tomlin" at the last Steelers home game, which is absolutely unheard of. This is both of these teams are in do or die mode. The AFC is this weird giant conglomerate of teams that have like 6 and 7 wins or whatever. And so the Ravens, if they want to pull it off and make the playoffs, then they have to win this game.
I just hired Mike Tomlin as my defensive coordinator in 2036.
He was available. Wow.
He was available. Yeah. I'm going Baltimore. I don't like what's going on in Pittsburgh right now, and I need them to kind of fall even. We got them on Monday night in 2 weeks, so I need them to fall farther. I'm going Baltimore. I'm manifesting that.
Okay. Manifesting Baltimore. Okay, yeah. As pointed out in the chat, Tomlin has never had a losing season. He is the king of 500 and over.
Yes.
But they haven't won a playoff game in like 9 years or something like that.
Yeah,
Crazy like that. Mid 2010s. The hot seat is heating up in Pittsburgh. But okay, I'm taking the Ravens.
3 coaches in my lifetime: Noel Cowher, Tomlin.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. We got Chicago on a hot streak, traveling to Green Bay. It's going to be snowing there, right? Green Bay.
It has to be. Green Bay and Wisconsin in December. It's all. I imagine it's like the Arctic. It's just frozen over at this point. It's like what they say. Like there's some pass in the West. Like we can't get to the Bears. Can only get to Green Bay because they're flying in, basically. Otherwise, it's not traversable to get all the way up there. Yeah, these damn Bears.
Bears. Green Bay, man. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm worried about the points there.
Yeah,
I think Chicago could cover. All right, I'm gonna feel. I wish we would just pick them. I wish we could just pick them, but that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. I'm literally scratching out what I put, and I'm saying Bears are gonna lose but cover.
Okay, taking the Bears on the points. I mean, if it's 50-50, Ken, it's just too easy. Vegas has those big ass hotels. I know. Okay, the fact the Bears are the number 1 seed in the NFC, and the fact that they are a 6.5 point underdog going to Green Bay is downright disrespectful.
Here's what I think it is. I'm thinking the Bears. No one trusts the Bears yet in Vegas.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's
not at all.
That's what it is. Yeah,
okay. Absolutely. It's just crazy. If I was a Bears fan, I'd be pissed. But anyway,
okay.
Yeah,
Jerry,
I will lose by 10 points, but we'll see.
Yeah, Jerry the Cannon Junkie, who's on the show, the Bombad Cast with Scotty, says lots of snow up here too where he is. So thanks for that, there, Jerry. Aliens don't like the snow. All right, final pick of the week, big one for me. This is important to my very existence and survival. I have turned down a social gathering to make sure I'm home watching this game. Dolphins at the Jets.
Dolphins at Jets. Ken, this is what I like to refer to as the game that is on loop in the sports bar in hell.
What are you talking about? This is the game of the week. This is two titans. Two titans of football.
This is the game that Kissinger is sitting there at a bar with a whole bunch of assholes just having to watch over. It's this and Titans Jags for eternity. It's just that's all they have. That's all they get to watch.
We're watching the Dolphins and the Jets again. The Dolphins and the Jets again. Okay. Okay. I think, Steve, I'm going with my heart here, but the Jets suck, man. I know they got to win.
Why the hell are they? Yeah. They're 3-point dogs at home.
The biggest issue, of course, is Tua. God bless him, and I do mean that literally. I hope God blesses Tua Tagovailoa. I didn't even say that right. I'm worried about him. Like, Rodney Harrison had that on-air kind of stroke. It looked like it was a scary thing.
Yeah, I was watching that.
Yeah. Tua's scaring me right now. But I'm going Dolphins all the way, man. We're gonna win big. We're gonna win by. I think we're gonna win by 8.
Okay, win by 8. I mean, I couldn't tell you what the Jets are trying to do.
Our defense is pretty good. Our defense is pretty good. The defense is pretty good.
Yeah. And okay. Right. Yeah. I mean, the offense is there. We'll see.
Love it.
All right. So here's a recap real quick: Bills, Ravens, Bears, Chiefs, Dolphins. You're 34 and would you say 33 on the season?
34 and 31.
34 and 31. You were just hanging on over 500. So you're 3 games over. Let's see. You can keep it up.
We're still making money. Okay. And then we got a couple things here. Ingvia says, need Secret Santa advice around $20 limit. What to gift or not to gift a 30-something. If you're at $20 limit with a 30-something, what do you want, Steve? What do you want at a holiday party?
At a holiday party, liquor.
Yeah.
Booze.
Oh,
yeah.
If Ingvia, if this person's a drinker, get them 3 buzz balls. 3 buzz balls.
You get a thing of Jameson is like $25 at the ABC store. Get one of those. It's classy. Universally liked for the most part. Yeah, you can go with that. Scratch a lotto tickets. Yeah.
Jerry asks, how many $2 hot dogs and beers can you put away on a $2 hot dog and beer night at the stadium? Still only like 2 or 3. The price does not affect the room in my stomach. And in my younger days, back in the old days, I would go to Dodger Stadium, and it was like 2 Dodger dogs to start, a double Western bacon cheeseburger in the 3rd inning, an ice cream cone cup in the 4th. And how I got home in one piece, I don't know, because that was just a start. I still would do 3 hot dogs. It's the beer. I don't do a lot of beer. I don't do beer. Don't like beer.
Okay.
So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't like beer. So as I say, the problem here is you need to drink for the first. See, Jerry, the way to approach this is you drink for the first 3 innings. So you go hard on the beer for the first 3 innings, and then those middle 3 innings, that's where you really go aggressive on the hot dogs. You take a break at that 7th inning stretch. You go hard on the beer again to kind of refill you back up. And then you go down those last 2 innings, you close them out with as many more hot dogs as you can. Okay. There's strategies to all these things. You need the beer to feed the hunger.
I respect that. Yeah. I just always like to get the dessert items in the 4th or 5th inning because people are still buying the meats. And then the ice cream line's a little less.
Dessert. And in this scenario, dessert, that's just a trap.
So Ingvia says it's a 30-something girl engineer from India. I'm still saying buzzballs.
Yeah, liquor's still not bad.
But Addie says scratchers. Maybe I almost said a gift card for V-Bucks because assume everyone playing Fortnite. Yeah, it's probably $20 limit nowadays. What is that? I mean, that even barely gets you a McDonald's meal. Barely gets you like a Happy Meal.
Not if you have a family. Jeez. Let's see, dude. I got a Happy Meal for my kid the other day for the first time ever, like an actual Happy Meal.
Yeah.
They don't even give you the little small bag of the French fries anymore, like in the little paper bag in the Happy Meal. They give you like this little. It looks like a literal play cup. Like it looks like the thing that goes in the play kitchen play set, and it has like 7 French fries in there. I was like, this is offensive almost.
That's maddening. That's maddening. Ethan says gift card done, but a gift card to what? Just a generic one?
Yeah, like if you give someone a $20 Visa gift card, I just know you don't like it. You're just fulfilling an obligation.
That's a couple cups of coffee. Man, I feel as though we've let Ingvia down. He says Ingvia says thanks for the advice. Okay, all right, buzzballs it is. Buzzballs it is.
There we go. Problem solved.
3 flavors. 3 flavors.
You could have put more thought into that, but
no, but I don't know what to do anymore. I'm not a great gift giver anymore. I used to be a little better, and I just don't know anymore. And also, like in these kind of situations, like $20 limit, I'm like, just give me the 210 spots, man. Just give me the cash.
It's in this economy, $20 limit's tough. I'm a tech guy, so I like getting people like tech toys and neat little gadgets and shit like that. Okay. But those are so hard to like, so hard to personalize.
$20, you get one piece of that little bone headphone set.
Core.
All right, that's it. We're out, everybody. We're out. What is today? Thursday?
Thursday. Thank God.
I'll be back for Silly Saturday, and we are going to have I Know This, and Addie hopefully is available to defend her winning position. It's like Jeopardy. So we'll have I Know This Christmas movie edition. I got a couple saved. I'm going to write a few more. It's been a lot of fun. We'll be doing that. Silly Saturdays, indeed. Maybe I'll get a buzzball. A holiday buzzball. Again, if you're local, come on out December 19th. Going to be a fun show, holiday edition. of Hot Burbank Nights featuring Jason K. He's so funny. Grace Cosmire is a spectacular. You might have seen her recently on Force Center. Carter Parton Rogers. It's just you're not gonna, you don't know what you're gonna get with that. It's so amazing. You're gonna be really surprised by what she does on stage. And Joseph Scrimshaw doing something special as well. So that is it for now. Steve, thank you. Hopefully we'll see you at some port on Saturday. Blathering Gaming, anything planned over there this weekend?
Nothing scheduled yet. Hoping to get some stuff figured out soon. It's just a busy month here with on the home front, so
Yeah.
we'll get some stuff going soon. But yeah, I might make an appearance second half Saturday. We'll try.
We'll try to make it work. All right, everybody, there you go. Don't forget to check out End of the Road. Lyrics Visualizer video is going to be up this weekend for that on the YouTube side, and that's it. We'll see you next time. Bye.